speaking of vacations, we have been talking about, what if the provider wants to take a vacation, but there is also, and I think this rings true for a lot of mental health providers, especially those that see minor patients, that, seasonal changes do seem to have a large impact on the number of patients that they're able to see during certain times. Summer being a historical lull when it comes to seeing patients, as they might be going on family vacations. So is there a way to plan your time around that as a provider accordingly? Or are there just strategies for, how to mitigate the lower amount of business you might be getting as a provider during those times?
Yeah, no, great question and comment. And I think regardless of the age you work with in mental health, there is seasonality to when you're going to be most busy. And for people who are running their own practice or part of a small group, that, if you're not working, you're not going to be making money is the way it works in private practice. So being very aware of when those lulls are in your workload and coordinating your vacation time around then, that is the solution to minimize lost revenue while still making sure you get time off. So if you work with a lot of kids patients, it is the summer and Christmas break actually that tend to be logically when kids are off school and there's fun stuff happening and there tends to be less stress, so your patients tend to do better. The summer seems to be ever shrinking, at least out here in California, where I think some schools actually start back July 31st or something this year. The first school.
Oh my goodness.
It's been creeping up in August, and someone told me their child starts school July 31st. I was definitely surprised to hear that. But wow. Yeah, so making sure that you take advantage of vacations in the summer if you see kids, or whenever the lull time is for you as a clinician. And then you're not worried about not having a full schedule while your patients themselves are on vacation. I do think regardless of the ages you're seeing, if you're seeing kids or if you're seeing people who have kids as well, summer is the travel time because people do it around school holidays. So syncing up your vacation periods with those of your patients is the strategy to minimize lost revenue as a small group provider.